Hi, everyone. Hello. Hi. Hi, thanks for hopping on with us. Got some new products at Sweetie Nail Supply. Hi. A couple of them. You know what I saw? I did not turn off notifications. Hold on a second, guys. Just make sure I don't get a phone call while we're doing this. Hi. So if you stalk Sweetie Nail Supply's website, like I do, to see what's new, because there's always new stuff coming in, one of the new brands is palette Carys, and they're beautiful. So this brand is manufactured in Japan. So you'll be familiar with the little pots if you're used to working with Japanese gels. And I have some stuff to share with you guys. So what I'm going to share with you guys today is their cat eye. It's their first launch of cat eye. They are really easy to use. The magnets are really reactive to them. This is called their Sparkling Satin collection. You can get them individually or you can get the whole set of 9 of them. And also, like typical Japanese gels. So these, like I have colors like T11 through like 19, and they're called the Crystal Collection too. They're very neutral, definitely useful for stones, buildable colors. So we're going to play with those. Okay. And they have like absolutely gorgeous chromes. Like you need the tiniest amount to fill a nail. And they come in a pack of 4. So there's a yellow gold, that's this one. And then there's a pink gold, that's this one. Okay, they're all individually like sealed, etc. They're not going anywhere. There's a bronze. All right, that's this one. That was on this. See that? And there's like a red brown, which is really cool. Okay. And there's Japanese nail art that you guys can purchase on Sweeties now. So with the Japanese nail art, that's like 12 like accessories, right? So you have foils. Let's open these real quick. So you have like little fine foils, 2 shades of gold. They're so, so pretty. You have tons of shells because those are used a lot. So pretty, right? So I had added a couple of them to this one. This is up in my reels. By the way, guys, I'm Inspo by Nails. I'm Lauren, if you don't know that. So you're going to see a lot of reels with palette Carys from me because I have missed playing with Japanese gels. They're really, really, really fun. They melt into one another so beautifully. And that's what I'd say is really, really unique about them. But I know you want to see the cat eyes, so let me just show you that. Cat eyes are totally having a moment, right? So let me clean some stuff up so it's not trying to focus on everything and we can focus on the nail. And if you have any questions here, I'm going to put this on my other account so I can read off my other phone. All right, so I just joined myself. Let me see if we can get this even brighter. Let me see if that makes a difference. Because I like it brighter. All right, so let's pick. This is one of my favorites. There's a couple favorites with the Sparkling Satin collection, which is their cat eyes, Sparkling Satin. All right, and this is one. It's called Mystic Mauve. So neutral, so beautiful. It's like a taupe. Now these are like 2 to 3 coats full opaque, and what you're going to need for Japanese gels is a great application brush. I prefer mine to be a little bit shorter, so I'm really liking the Diami. Okay, this is the oval long, but to me, this is not a long application brush. You know, some go out to like here, and I feel like I have more control with this. So these pots, they do look tiny, but you use the tiniest amount of gel when you're using these. A little bit goes a very long way. So just to show you, and they have that little lip so you can wipe off on the inside. We'll pretend this is like a natural nail. You can certainly use it on the clear. All right, but they go on like butter. That's so easy. And just to give you an idea really quick, look how reactive they are. Do you see that? Super reactive. Very easy to work with a magnet. Very, very easy. I know cat eyes are kind of hard to show on, I just clicked that back to my lamp. They're kind of hard to show on camera. I swear they're always so much better in person. But let us just get this all on the nail. Maybe you'll be able to see it better. Do you see how easy it is? So not streaky. They just come out beautifully every time. So here we go. Let's see if you can see it now. You see it. I see it. You see it. So pretty. I love that you can get them like nude in some areas. You can do a circle. You can do, you see that? Beautiful. And they're very, like I said, they're very neutral colors. They're absolutely gorgeous. So they go with anything. I'd say this is like the perfect taupey pink nude. It's so pretty. And this is just one coat. I actually have a reel that I've been meaning to put up that just does a little tiny space of this. And then I put some 3D clear over top. That's all you need, guys. Okay, so this is that sparkling satin, collection. You can individually, the brush is the Diami Oval Long. Okay. Oops, I just got some stuff. And it really is up to you what you feel comfortable with application brush wise. Yes, they are similar actually. These are a little bit, they are all beautiful. Very easy to use. The satin collection is not like as like glass, right? Like there's really so many magnetic gels and like particles in here. It's not quite as sheer as that, but I don't know. They all have a different feel to them a little bit, but yes, absolutely beautiful. Okay. And easy, right? Sometimes, cat eyes are not as easy as they look. Some really still frustrate me. I'm just going to put that into cure for a few seconds, okay? Oh, here's another one I did. I played around with this before we came on. So nuance nails, I mean, I've loved them for a very long time, but they're having a moment too. And there is nothing better to create nuance nails than Japanese gels. Nothing. They're so nice to play with, right? We can do another coat of this in just a second. I also want to show you how beautifully these go over top of a cat eye, which is very cool. So we can change colors, right? So what I was saying before, and while I still have this sparkly brush out, hold on one second. You are going to want to wipe your brush between gels. And I think probably if you play with them a lot, what brand is that? So this entire live is about palette Carys, which is a new Japanese brand, Japanese manufactured brand, to Sweetie Nail Supply. You can find them all there. I am Inspo by Nails. And if anybody wants to add that, they can in the comments for people. I know some of you guys know me. I See some familiar places on here. But yeah, so this is what I mean. You can even just do a little tiny area. Yeah, these are more sparkling, like champagne almost, right? See that? Just a little tiny area. I mean, it looks pretty on its own. It's not even activated yet. But look at that. Fast, beautiful, gorgeous. All right, so there are 9 of these guys. Go pick your favorite. Absolutely. Here, we'll put another coat of this on here for you because they are recommended like 2 coats. But I find they look beautiful even in one, just like what we just did with that little tiny square. And then go use one of your favorite, like thicker, oh, thank you. One of the thicker top coats, and do like a little bit of 3D blob on there. But see, they're so easy to use. I want to show you those Crystal Collection 2 because I have Crystal Collection 2. Crystal Collection 1 was such a big seller. They came out with a second collection. They're gorgeous and such buildable, beautiful color. And guys, I am not a cat eye expert, so do not be intimidated by these gels. Some cat eyes really require people who are so good at playing with cat eye. That is not me. I'm a hand painter. I'll do tons of marbling for you guys. But if I can play with these and make them look okay, then you can. Because I am definitely not a cat eye expert. But they're so pretty. I also think these look gorgeous as they're reactive enough that you can use them for a mini French, that kind of stuff, a micro French. That's what's so cool about them, just like this one. Like one little tiny area right there. How cute is that? All right, so we could take a matte top coat right now. And let me just find my Mayo matte real quick. And then I'll show you what I'm talking about with I know it's here. Here it is. Mayo matte top coat. All right, we could take that, do this whole nail matte. All right, real quick. And then we're going to get in here. Oh, there we go. All right, let me cure this. And then let's go on with like that 3D top on the little square. All right, so let's get into some of these colors and I'll show you how easily they melt into one another, right? So for example, something like this, and then we're going to chrome this one, okay? Just to show you how beautiful those chromes are too. All right. Let me protect my pots because I am really, really protective of my products. But let's get the brush. Let's wipe it off real quick. And let's go to town with some of these colors. Because that is my favorite thing to do with these types of pots. So let's go in with this coffee. Classic coffee, T14. And what I mean by buildable color is depending on the pressure of your brush, etc. You can, let's do this. You can make this thicker. You can make it like so sheer. You see how sheer that is down there? And let's just do a whole wet layer of the coffee real quick. When playing with nuance gels and Japanese gels, you're going to want to work wet on wet. We're going to cure this base layer, but it doesn't really have to be perfect because we're going to melt other colors into it. Okay? So just dabbity, dab, dab, dab. Even some areas can be darker, some areas can be lighter. We just want a nice kind of all even coat of this coffee first. But see how not streaky this is? It lays so beautifully, right? And we're going to layer up some of these other colors on here. All right, what do we have coming out of the lamp? All right, we're going to put a no wipe top on this, okay? And we're going to do, see, look, even that looks pretty in matte, doesn't it? But let us take a thicker top coat. Here it is. Let's use like a thick like this. Okay, Jim B Crazy Top thick. All right. And let's make that part kind of 3D. Ignore my glitter pieces at the bottom. Anybody who has this giant pot has some glitter floating around down there, I'm pretty sure, because it's great for encapsulating glitters. But see how nice and thick this is? Juicy. All right, so I want to get all the lines off though before we put it on this part. All right, so let us just get some of this on here. And we're going to make this part stand out and be a little bit 3D. Subtle 3D, right? Not something you're going to pick. Just going to be a nice little cat eye cube. Has anybody purchased these yet? Make sure when you're playing with all your Sweetie Nail Supply products that you do tag Sweetie so they can see what you're doing with all these gorgeous products they keep bringing in for us. Right? Like subtle, but cute, right? I'm looking around my phone, so I just want to get all that little cat eye area. Isn't this gel cool though too? You need it. Add to cart. But look, it's like a little gem. I mean, I didn't place it right or anything. I just put it on the nail really quick. You can hang it upside down if you want to, but this stuff stays where you put it. So there you go. All right, now let's get back to this guy. Sorry, I had a brush in my mouth. All right, let's get back to this guy. So I'm just going to, let's start with this brown again. So I'm going to take coat number 2. This is the coffee. All right, just a little tiny bit. These last for so long. And we're going to put some areas a little bit darker. And I'm just pouncing my brush, right? So I'm dragging it and then kind of pouncing it out. All right. I just want some areas darker than of the coffee, and some areas are staying lighter. Okay. I'm hardly even touching. Oh, it's skipping a lot. I'm sorry. I have everything else closed out. I'm sorry that it's skipping. Maybe it will correct itself when we save. Let's hope we can save. I do hate when that happens. All right, so I'm just pouncing some more of that coffee on there. I'm just going to put it down and I'm going to grab some other colors, okay? So this one, I mean, honestly, get the whole collection. But this one is Mountain Mint, and look. Look, isn't that pretty? All right, so we are not going to be scared to take some of this and overlap it into what we just did, okay? That's the cool thing about these gels. They just play so nicely together. All right, so see what we just did there? Like really soft, melts right into it. You can use the side of your brush. You can use the whole brush. We can drag some Mountain Mint down here. Very, very subtle, but it is definitely a melt. You see? And they just react beautifully to one another without going all over the place. Do you see how that area is holding where we just put it? All right, so we're going to go in with some more colors. Paused. I don't know why. All right, so this one's Caribbean. I mean, who doesn't love that? Look at this blue. We're going to take some of this. All right, and we're going to put it in other areas, right? I'm just touching my brush to this nail. All right, lightly, right? And we can do it lighter, we can do it darker, we can just use smudge areas. See? Very, very cool. And we're going to use that whiskey color too, because I love the whiskey color. Right, but already it looks quite pretty. This is just coat number 2, and we're still working wet on wet, right? Okay. Now, here is whiskey. Right, this is T11. It is like a whiskey brown. And you'd look at that and think, oh my gosh, that's really dark. It's not, because you can get it to be really, really thin if you want it to be. If you want just light brown, we're actually going to put it over top that cat eye. And don't let me forget to show you the chrome. All right, so now I have less on my brush and I'm just dragging it. See how much lighter it is over here? I'm just touching, 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 dragging, dragging, dragging. All right? But that's really all it takes with these gels. They're so addictive once you start playing with them, because you can just drop color right into each other and they just melt so beautifully. I'm going to take a little excess off that. Right? This guy's done. And then let me put a no wipe top on here. I want to show you these chromes. Maybe we'll just do a little patch test on all of this, of all 4, so you can see the colors. And this is pretty neutral, this one that I'm going to put it on, so you can see what it would look like over a nude tone, okay, like a champagne. All right. Oh, wait. I got areas that look a little goofy, and we don't want that when we're chroming, right? Not paying attention. We don't want goofy areas. And then when I cure this, I'll go back and see if I missed any questions. All right. Let's see. And we can still add more to this guy. All right. Hi. Thanks for popping on. Let's see. Did I miss anything? No, it's just people popping on. No questions. Okay. Anybody has any, ask away, because I'm looking right now. And that's rare. I'm got lots of little moving parts with this one, right? So if we wanted to, we can go in with more colors. We could call this done. That's the beauty of these types of gels. You can add as much or as little as you want. We can darken up areas over here with the whiskey. See, I'm just using a tiny, tiny bit of the brush. when I have the milky white, you're going to see a lot of marbles with these because it's very fun to do Japanese marbling with their gels, which is kind of a nuanced, marble, but it's really, really fun. I would totally wear these, right? Just arrived. What brand are you using? I am showing you guys the brand new to Sweetie Nail Supply palette Carys, and they're manufactured in Japan. So we're using their pots, we're using their Crystal 2 collection, and we're using their Sparkling Satin collection, which are the cat eye. All right, and I'm using Diami brushes. Just because. Those are the application brushes that I had, and I like working with them with these potted gels. Okay. All right, we're going to cure this one and call it a day too. This is now done. Although we could add embellishment to that one if you guys want to. All right, so here are the 4 chromes. All right, and I took the little covers off, and I only have 3 of them over here. I must have done something with the other one. So we're going to have to dip into one of them. But here is the yellow gold. Ready? I'm going to show you how little I have on my applicator. All right. Here is the yellow gold. Isn't it pretty? Look at that. All right, we'll give you a quarter of the nail yellow gold. I could just keep going to town with this. That little tiny, tiny, tiny dip from the cover is all I needed. And now we'll go in with the bronze. And what I found so impressive about this one is how much you can still see underneath, the color underneath. It's like so delicate. All right, here we go. Quarter over here. Okay, there's the bronze. Absolutely beautiful. Got carried away with it a little bit. Yes, that's the yellow gold. Makes it almost like a little lavender, which is a very beautiful shift. The bronze is going to be just that, like a golden bronze color. All right, let's go in with the red, kind of unique. I'll do it over here. Oh, look, I got a little lumpy up there, but look at that. Right? Isn't it beautiful? So that is really coppery, like a really coppery red brown. And if you guys saw my reels, I already used the pink gold on that, on the silver cat eye. The silver cat eye, I'll show you really quick. We don't have to do a nail with it, but I'll show you it. So this is the pink gold. I did that on the one that was blue and pink. Like I did that at the end. Right, and like I'm just using like that much, like nothing. They spread so beautifully, it's ridiculous. Look. See how gentle and delicate that is? Super, super delicate. It is actually all over it. But it's so sheer and clear, and there definitely is that yellow undertone and then that beautiful pink. But they do not really discolor the nail like some chromes do. Sometimes they really do overwhelmingly discolor the base color. These do not. Okay, so we've got all 4 on here. And they are really, really, really pretty. Let me see if I wipe it and we can do a whole one after it dries. Let's see. You guys like the one that's lavender the most? Let me see if I can get this off, and we'll do the lavender all over. The yellow gold. Yeah. All right. We're going to put a top coat on that. That's this one. Yellow gold. I'm going to let that dry for a second just so we can redo that. Let's put a top coat on this baby. I mean, you can go in and dot more colors in there. You could melt all the colors on there. That's the coolest thing about it. I mean, you can just kind of sit there and play with it. And they wind up, I don't know, they just look beautifully melted together. And that's what's so addicting about them. Like I said, if you follow me, I will be showing a lot of different looks with these because I just think they're so unique and pretty. And we can get into adding nail art. And let's see if we can do this now. Let's see if we can go in with yellow gold. Pretty, pretty. It's interesting though, you guys, like when you get these, you can't tell how beautiful they're going to be when just by looking at them in the jar. And I know swatching for chromes is kind of tough, but let's just take a little bit. And we'll do the whole thing lavender. And that changes the whole look, doesn't it? Well, to a certain extent. See that? It has a purplish tint to it now. But not obnoxiously so. Now, like sometimes you do that and you're like, oh, darn it, I don't like the undercolor that's showing. You're not going to get that with these because they're subtle and beautiful. Really, really pretty. Really pretty. All right. So, guys, did I forget anything? I don't think so. But if you have any questions, first of all, Sweetie Nail Supply has great customer service. If you have any questions for me, you know where to find me. Inspo by Nails. I'm happy to help you. You know, try them out. Grab a couple and try them out. I think that you're going to love them. All right. And let me get out that other one that we just did. Very, very, very simple to do. User-friendly. I like user-friendly, right? All right. And that melt is just something that you can achieve with other gels sometimes. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to try and save this on Sweetie Nail Supply's page so you could go back and take a look again. But you guys have a great day. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.